EMI because in continuation electromagnetic induction we have seen first experiment 1 was this, and this is the galvanometer. We have seen this case here. Why this electromagnetic induction? Induced EMF, induced current develops whenever there is change in the flux linkage due to the relative motion between the coil or solenoid and the magnet, and induced EMF develops in closed circuit, induced current flows. In experiment 2, there is no magnet. Even then, because of the flux changes, there is no relative motion because we are not using magnet here. We are simply using this coil 1 or solenoid 1 with galvanometer 1, and here we are using another, say P, and this is the rheostat. Whenever key is closed, current starts flowing. Let us say because of this polarity, current flowing like this, and here if you see from this side, if you are here, then in coil 2 or solenoid 2 we are say looking southward. South pole, because of this clockwise current, south pole develops here. If suppose we change the resistance, rheostat here, if we change the rheostat, say if you decrease it, if you decrease this resistance, current increases. Whenever there is a change in the current increment, this south pole in coil 2, let me say this is S2 because south pole in coil 2, and here whatever pole is developing we say N1 or S1. So question is the south pole is becoming stronger, so more and more flux will be linking with the solenoid 1. It means as per the Lange law, it opposes any change. So what will happen here? South pole might develop in solenoid 1. It means in the current here, I in the coil 2, I am taking the suffix 1 and 2 so that it's clear whether we are talking about solenoid 1 or solenoid 2. It means here if you decrease the resistance, current in the solenoid 2 increases, so south pole in solenoid 2 becoming stronger. Just to oppose this action as per the Lange law, in coil 1, S1 develops. S1 develops here. So we can say here by decreasing the rheostat in solenoid 2, current increases, south pole in solenoid 2 increases, becoming stronger. Just to opposite, south pole develops. It means without any movement here, induced EMF develops, induced current develops, pole develops. It is possible. It means movement is not necessary. What is necessary here? We have to change the flux linkage. If flux linkage is increasing, in that case, this action always opposite. So if south pole becoming stronger, then south pole in solenoid 1 develops as per the Lange law, as per the Faraday law. Is it clear? Any doubt? Any doubt here? No. Then suppose case 2, in this, if the resistance in reactor increases, then current I2 decreases, then here in solenoid 2, which pole develops? Which pole develops? North or south? In case 2, if the resistance increases, current in solenoid 2, because of this polarity clockwise again, I2 decreases, then I want to ask, as to south pole develops in solenoid 2 or north pole develops in solenoid 2? You tell me. I don't want to tell you. I want to ask, S2 or N2? South pole develops in solenoid 2 or north pole develops? Yes, please.
वीक साउथ पोल हो जाएगा.
It is south pole definitely, because this is a person. Suppose I am or you are here, you can see in solenoid 2 clockwise current because of this polarity. So south pole develops, but because of this current decreases, as per the formula we know, magnetic field here is mu naught Ni. So here magnetic field is directly proportional to current here. If current decreases, south pole develops, but it is becoming weaker. It is becoming weaker. So south pole develops in solenoid 2, but it is weaker, decreasing. Now I want to ask here, which pole develops in coil or solenoid 1? Because action is always opposite as per the Lenz law, and Lenz law tells here, it shows the direction, it finds the direction of induced EMF, direction of induced current. So suppose south pole develops here, it is decreasing, then north pole here, which is supporting the south pole, and action is here also opposed. Action, what is the action? The south pole is becoming weaker, so north pole is helping. Rather, since south pole lines are forth like this, and here south pole is this, so it is supporting. Supporting means the supporting the south pole, but action is opposed. Suppose this is becoming weaker, it is supporting. So the weakening of this, decreasing the south pole is up. This action is opposed. Got it now? Suppose this is becoming stronger, it is opposing. South pole develops. Suppose it is becoming weaker, north pole develops. Just like if you compare in the previous case, suppose north pole is developing here. I am taking here south pole. Suppose south pole is coming here, so it is what? Number of lines of force are increasing, so south pole develops here. Action is what? Opposed. Suppose south pole becoming stronger means it is, you can say, just comparison. South pole is stronger means this south pole is coming here, closer. So lines of force are increasing, linking flux increasing. Similarly here, if the south pole becoming stronger, the south pole develops here. Suppose south pole is moving away, lines of force are decreasing. That's the here this case as to decreasing, and as south pole is going away. It means here north pole develops. Action is opposed. Here also action is opposed. So both the cases are north pole develops here. Okay, should I repeat this? Suppose the south pole is moving, coming closer, south pole becoming stronger. Both are similar cases. In that case, just to opposite, south pole develops, south pole develops. Suppose south pole is moving away and south pole is becoming weaker. In that case, north pole develops, north pole develops. So the concept is clear. It can be applied to this case also, any case also. Whenever there is change in the flux linkage with the motion of the magnet or without motion of the magnet, there is no magnet in the case 1, 2. But if there is change in the flux linkage as per the Faraday law, induced EMF must develop. It depends on the rate of change of flux linkage, mean time. If time is less, flux linkage more, and vice versa. Similarly, here there is no motion, just one minute. If say suppose this pole is becoming stronger, south pole might develop to oppose the action. Suppose this is becoming weaker, it should support. Action is again opposite. Yes, ask your question.
तो केस 1 में एक्शन अपोजिट कैसे हुआ? दोनों पोल तो सेम है.
Okay, let me tell you the another example. Simple. I'm talking about this case, but I'm taking your case. Suppose you are your friend. Okay. Suppose your friend is becoming what? Stronger, getting more marks than you. What will happen? You will be jealous, oppose. Suppose he or she, whatever it is, becoming weaker. So what will happen? You support it. If it is increasing, opposition. If it is decreasing, again opposition. If the south pole becoming stronger, south pole might develop. If south pole becomes weaker, north pole develops. South pole is coming closer, south pole develops. South pole is going away, north pole develops. If south pole is there, south pole develops. So because of this repulsive force, we have to do work done. We have to do work done. This work done converted to electrical energy. Suppose this south pole is moving away, this is becoming weaker, so north pole develops here, north pole and south pole, this attraction force there, against the attraction we have to do work done, and that is converted into electrical energy. Similarly here also, if any increment is there, it is opposed as per the Lenz law. If any say decrement is there, again there is opposition. So as per the Lenz law, always opposition. Got it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Who is asking? Yes, please.
Kunal.
Yes, ask your question. Hello.
Yes, sir. My question is like if we
South pole is becoming stronger by increasing the current, by decreasing the resistance of the rheostat. If this is increasing, then south pole might develop. In south pole, if you look here, clockwise direction. If suppose it is become weaker, the direction here in the galvanometer changes, reverses, opposite. So north pole develop. North pole means anti-clockwise. See this person. Suppose you are here. Suppose you are here. You see and find out this. This is the person. Suppose you are myself. South pole looking here in coil 2 towards coil 2 or sunlight. South pole means clockwise. If it is becoming stronger, here opposition, here also clockwise current is there. Suppose this is become weaker, it means again the clockwise, but because it's weaker, it support in anti-clockwise direction. See here, this is the direction of flux. In north pole also this. So becoming weaker, it is supporting. Suppose this is becoming stronger, it opposite like. So action is always opposite. That is why here in this case, induced EMF E or this E equal to minus N or here d phi by dt. This is the total flux. So minus sign here, it tells you only this, the direction of induced EMF, direction of induced current only. Minus sign always, so always opposite. Action is always opposite. Okay. If it is becoming stronger, it opposite. It is becoming weaker, it opposite. Got it? Say here, south pole is coming closer. It means south pole, you can say becoming stronger, south pole develops. If it is moving away, weaker, so north pole develops. Action is always opposite. Action is always opposite. This is the Lenz law. We will discuss many cases. where this Faraday law and the Lenz law is valid, and Lenz law is correct because we have seen it is the as per the it support the law of conservation of energy. Suppose we take the reverse case, this energy conservation law fails. Suppose we take South Pole is moving away and yet South Pole develops. So what will happen? Because of repulsion it is moving away automatically without doing anything, and electrical energy is producing. It is not possible. Without any effort we are getting the good marks. It is not possible. Not possible. Got it? It means this is always minus sign, as per Lenz law. It supports the law of conservation energy. So action is always opposed. What is Lenz law? As per Lenz law, I am just repeating the Lenz law. The direction of induced EMF, induced current develops here. It always opposes the action due to which it develops. जिसकी वजह से डेवलप हो रहा है उसी को अपोज करेंगे. Got it? Okay?
Yes, sir.
So, any doubt you ask, otherwise I should switch over to next discussion, not the topic but next discussion. Should I rub it?
It is same with North Pole also.
Here, if the South Pole becoming stronger, how can we oppose this? The South Pole develops here, South Pole must develop. If South Pole is becoming weaker, how can you oppose it? North Pole develop, it support. Got it? Got it now? Suppose your friend is becoming stronger, you are opposing it. Suppose your friend is becoming weaker, you are supporting. The action is opposed. Action is opposed. Got it? Now I am taking the case of induced EMF, induced current. Taking different case, it is called motional EMF. Motion means because of this motional EMF, we are taking this case. Suppose this is the area here. I am taking the magnetic field here inward because of the cross inward magnetic field, and this is the coil. Suppose let us say ABCD, and this is the width L. Suppose this coil ABCD coil is moving out. We are taking it out. It is moving with velocity v. So what will happen? As it is moving away out of the magnetic field here, B is inward. What will happen? What is the flux here? Flux is given by BA cos theta. Theta is 90 degrees, so BA cos 90. Okay. Suppose here this is the magnetic field and this is the coil movement here. What will happen? Area vector and the magnetic field vector, they are parallel. They are parallel, perpendicular. Area vector means perpendicular. In that case, flux is linking. And suppose by taking it out, this coil ABCD out of the magnetic field, what will happen? Effectively, area through which this flux is linking, it is decreasing. So area of this ABCD coil, we are not changing the coil, we are simply changing the effective area. Let us discuss here. Suppose this is the coil here. If you are taking it out, suppose here in this case, whole of this magnetic field linking with this area mobile here. Suppose you are taking it out little bit. This is the area effectively through which the magnetic field linking, and now effective area decreasing, area is not decreasing, effective area decreasing, and here area is the same, but effective area is 0. No flux is linking with the coil of this mobile. So mobile is like say coil. So with the rectangular coil ABCD, as we move away or with this direction of speed or velocity, if this is moving out of the magnetic field, effectively area is decreasing, so flux is decreasing. It means there is change in the flux linkage. So in the coil ABCD, induced must develop. If this coil is a closed one, induced current also develops. This is as per the Faraday law and direction given by the Lenz law. Okay. Alternately, we can find out the direction of induced current by Fleming's right hand rule. We have seen the Fleming left hand rule. Thumb will tell you the force. Fourth finger is the magnetic field, and this is the current, normal current. But in right hand rule, in left hand rule, we are interested to find out the force by the thumb because of the motion. But here, by the right hand rule, we are interested, or rather it is used to find out the direction of induced current given by the middle finger, and the forefinger is by showing the magnetic field, and thumb showing the motion. You apply here Lenz rule also, you apply the Fleming right hand rule also, Fleming's right hand rule. To find out the direction of induced current, we are using the Fleming's right hand rule. Fleming's right hand rule. What is right hand rule? Right hand, not like thumb rule. Thumb rule, right hand, thumb rule is different. Right hand rule means this is the magnetic field, forefinger, father, force, mother, magnetic field, and this is the charge with current. You apply it. Mind it. You have to apply the right hand rule in a coil ABCD in such a way there is change in the flux linkage. Suppose we apply on CD part, we will get the wrong answer. What is the reason here? Because CD part is already out. There is no flux linkage with the CD part. So you apply the right hand rule where the coil or the part of the coil is within the magnetic field, where change is going on. Linking flux is there. So apply here on AB part, not on CD part. Got it? Remember it, you have to apply the Fleming right hand rule on inner part, means AB part, not on CD part. You apply. Suppose the thumb here is towards right and the forefinger is inward. So this middle finger current, it will tell you the direction of induced current A to B. A to B. So what will happen? Direction of induced current is clockwise. Got it? We just apply and find out the direction of induced current in the coil ABCD, whether it is clockwise or anti-clockwise. You just apply your right hand rule and find out whether it is correct or not. It is correct, definitely, but you just apply. Apply yourself, find out whether it is clockwise or anti-clockwise. It is clockwise. Clockwise, correct answer. Okay? Just see yourself whether it is correct or not. It is correct. Suppose you apply the right hand rule, Fleming right hand rule, just to find out the induced current on CD part. It is what? D to C, anti-clockwise. So it is wrong. Got it? Never apply the Fleming right hand rule on that part which is not linking with the flux. Okay? So here flux is what? BA. Direction here is clockwise. Direction of current here is A, B, C, D. A. So clockwise direction. Clockwise direction. Clockwise direction. Now suppose what is the induced EMF? induced EMF is minus d phi by dt, d dt. Phi means B, so B is here, taking it out B because B is a constant quantity here, and A by D. What is what? d by dt. It's the rate of change of area. It is the rate of change of flux linkage. We are getting the induced EMF. Say what is the area? Suppose in during very small time dt, this is the portion coming out, say X. You can write what is the area of this area which is decreasing, length into breadth, Lx. So here minus b d dt of Lx, and this area is decreasing, so we are taking minus sign. Why we are taking minus sign here? Because area is decreasing. Suppose this is coming inward, area is what? Increasing, so we will take the area positive. Just say this is the equation, E is equal to what? Minus d phi by dt. Phi is replaced with say BA, B is constant, A is inside. So what is area? Length into breadth, but it is decreasing, so I am taking the minus sign. It means induced EMF will be minus and minus become plus, so BL. And what is it? dF by dt, it is the velocity. So the formula here is BLV. So induced EMF formula is BLV, question 1. And what is the induced current? E by R. R is the resistance of the coil, so it will become BLV divided by R, question 2. Okay? Just say equation 1 and equation 2, what the net formula, final formula coming here of induced EMF E, BLV, and what the induced current E by R. R is the resistance of the coil, so BLV divided by R. It is called motional EMF, accordingly current is there. Got it? Suppose you just say, find out the direction of induced current by applying the Lenz law. Because this is the alternate method, easier method, no doubt. But we must get the same result by using the Lenz law. What is the Lenz law? It is decreasing. Effective area is decreasing. So what should be the current, direction of current? As per the Lenz law, this action is opposed. This is decreasing flux. So in this coil ABCD, as per the Lenz law, it should support. What is the support here? Action is opposed. Don't confuse. I am taking the supporting the magnetic field. Action is opposed. ये decrease हो रहा है, नहीं होना चाहिए. This is the position. So here initially it was the direction of magnetic field inward. It is decreasing. So magnetic field developed by the induced current should support, action opposed. So support means here this is the direction of current in AB clockwise, and this is the magnetic field given by the four finger curling finger here inward. So even if magnetic field decreasing, this induced current magnetic field support. Got it now? So inward clockwise current. Either you use the Lenz law or you use the Fleming's right hand rule, we will get the same result. Otherwise we can't say it is alternate method. Got this? Direction of current we can find out either by Lenz law or by using the Fleming's right hand rule. Okay. Suppose you change the direction of this velocity, speed inward, coming inside. So more and more flux linkage will be there. Area, effective area is increasing. So now motion here. This is the magnetic field. This is the motion. Direction of current BADC. BADC means anti-clockwise. Got it? Either you change the direction of velocity or you change the direction of magnetic field, you will get the reversing. If you are changing the both, direction of magnetic field means outward, and this is the velocity this side, you are getting the same result. clockwise current. Got it? Say this is the motion here. So this thumb is showing this magnetic field outward towards you coming out. So this is the magnetic field AB. If you change one thing, you will get the reverse current. If you are changing both the things, you are getting the same result. Got it now? Hello? Okay?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So this is called motional EMF. Motional EMF. It's not difficult, but just to understand this. If concept is clear, everything will be easier. This is the motional EMF. We are taking different cases. Suppose this we are taking the very large area. We are taking the very large area of the magnetic field like this, and suppose this is the coil ABCD, and here we are taken the cross field everywhere. In the whole area magnetic field is there. Magnetic field is there here in whole area. Cross means inward magnetic field. Inward magnetic field. And let us say case 1. This is the length L and velocity V. Suppose we are taking AB, CD with velocity V. What is the induced EMF develops here? Tell me, what is the induced EMF develops here? This area of magnetic field is very large. This area of magnetic field is very large. This is the portion A, B, C, D. It is moving with velocity V in the magnetic field. Then what will happen? You can say there is no change. There is no change in the flux linkage, because if we move a little bit, we are there, the same area means all the area is linking with the flux. So there is no change in the flux linkage. If there is no change in the flux linkage, then there is no induced EMF develops as per the Faraday law. Induced EMF becomes what? 0. Is it correct? What is the induced EMF develops here? 0. Why 0? Because there is no change in the flux linkage. There is no change in the flux linkage. Okay? So no induced EMF develops. Because this is the coil ABCD is very well inside the magnetic field. It is not coming out, so there is no change in the flux linkage. Whole area is within the magnetic field. So no change in the flux linkage, no change in the induced EMF. Okay? Okay? Now, whether induced EMF developing or not, induced current is flowing or not, there is a confusion here. Suppose I am taking another example here of this part AB only. This is the conductor. Suppose it is moving with velocity V. The length of the conductor is L. This conductor is within the magnetic field. We are not taking it out. We are not taking it out. Magnetic field is within the magnetic field. This conductor. And V is the velocity. V is the velocity. So let us find out whether polarity means induced EMF develops or not. Whether induced EMF develops or not. Let us say, suppose this is the conductor, positive charge is also there, negative charge is also there. So positive charge is moving towards right. It means direction of positive charge means direction of current. So this is the direction of current. This is the direction of current. And magnetic field is inward. So you can find out the force. We are not finding the current. We are finding the force on positive charge. So we are using the left hand rule. And this is what? Current. Because positive charge moving towards right, so this is the current and this is the magnetic field, so this is the force. Force means here, this is the positive charge moving towards B end and negative charge moving towards A end. Negative charge means, suppose negative charge is moving towards right, so direction of current here is towards left. This is inward, this is the current and this is the magnetic field downward. So force on this conductor because of this magnetic field, because of this motion, force on negative charge towards A, force on positive charge towards B. It means the polarity develops, induced EMF develops. Induced EMF develops, it is what? ELV. Not zero. But there is no current because there is no closed circuit. There is no closed circuit, so we are not getting the current. But induced EMF certainly develops BLV. Okay. Suppose we are taking this case, like this case, effective length is suppose 12. This is the ACB. Suppose this is the portion, it is moving with velocity was V. So negative charge develops here, positive develops here because of this motion. What the induced EMF develops? Induced EMF develops here BL. L is effective length is double. So 2LV. Suppose we are taking this case. This is the circular path with velocity V. This is the radius suppose R. So induced EMF develops here B. Effective distance between A and B is what? Diameter, so 2R into say B. Question is there in other cases, all cases induced EMF developing. Why not in case 1? When other things are within the magnetic field, this is also within the magnetic field, but question is, suppose we remove this part, what will happen? This positive charge comes here, negative charge comes here. Suppose you take this one, then positive charge comes here, negative comes here. Suppose you just join, what will happen? Positive and negative charge, they cancel out in pairs. There is no charge developed. Actually charge is developing, but at the same time this is neutralized also, and that is why there is no current, there is no induced EMF develops. जितना डेवलप हो रहा हाथ क्या तो न्यूट्रलाइज हो रहा है. Got it? So these are the cases which are very very important here. This is confusing also, this is difficult also. That is why you have to take care to understand each and every part here. And in this case, confusion is there. There is no change in the flux linkage. So induced EMF is 0, induced current is 0. But why? In other cases, suppose if you are taking it out, then induced current, induced EMF develops. But why not in this case? Why develops in these cases? Reason here also, here also, here also, here also, induced EMF develops. But because of the closed circuit, it neutralizes. It neutralizes immediately. So effectively you can say there is no induced EMF, there is no induced current. Okay. In other cases, induced EMF develops. We are taking the effective length between the A and B, L, 2L and 2R. R is the radius. What is the effective length here? 0. Because this C and D both are just same point. So there is no effective length, and that is why induced EMF is 0. BLV. What is the effective length here? Because this is the closed circuit, so 0. 0 length, 0 induced EMF 0.